the new Commissioner of Tourism, Lagos State, supports education and tourism in Lagos State and beyond. Please let's. Well, this is unscripted. I just want to mention that because I was surprised. I was in the office some days ago and I made this. I spoke to the Honorable Commissioner of Tourism, Lagos State, and she said, "Look, I will be there." And she sent in person, Bolanle Asukwo. Thank you for coming to represent. Mr. Shady, the personal assistant to the Honorable Commissioner, thank you for coming. And I would like to give, very importantly, for the sponsor of this event to say one or two things. Landmark Corporate Reality Limited, you have sponsored this event, and here we have the representative of the Honorable Commissioner for Tourism. Please welcome Mr. Femi Daniel.
Thank you very much, sir. I would like to say we are a part of this fully. We believe in the future of our kids. We believe that the children are the future of tomorrow, the future of our country, the future of our communities. And this is a fantastic way of catching these people, these young lads, and putting them in the right path. A lot of things are happening across the country today. It's not because these kids on the road don't want to go to school. It's not because they don't want to be in a private school or a government school. But it is the fact that sometimes we do not have the enabling ability to back everybody on the road. So when we see stuff like this, I think that we should also appreciate Mr. Vega and of course Afrista for putting all of this together. And I'm just going to say that on behalf of my boss, the CEO of RSA, we're fully in support of this. This is something, we're not just going to do this one off, we believe it's going to be a continuous partnership because in the long run, we're not going to be young forever. It's the same people that are going to come. Today we shout and we celebrate America's Got Talent, we celebrate Nigerian Idols. Can we also create something for kids that they would celebrate forever? Can we create something that somebody says, I want this to be millionaire, and it changed my life and it changed the trajectory of my life for good. So just on a final note, thank you to all of the commissioner, to everybody who's supporting this, and we believe that this will be a fantastic landmark and the beginning of a new thing in the life of our children.
When they came on board last minute, it's because they believe in the project. Permit me, Afrista Entertainment, I know you have to give us the production breakdown and you have to speak about this. We want to welcome from Oshodi Gallery in Ikorodu. They heard about this in 48 hours and they came on board as partners. Please just applaud them. I'm going to call them to the high table. Permit me, representative of the Honorable Commissioner again, Dr. Sheyi Paul. If I have to say it by the lion, Dr. Sheyi Paul Oshodi. Thank you for coming. CEO of Oshodi Gallery is one of the. Please come to the table.
I decided Nigeria is the best land, and I'm going to come and stay here and make it work. And coming here now, I've now started. I said to myself, okay, if I can't help my peers who are in the Jackpot syndrome, let me help the next generation coming up.
Absolutely.
If I can change their perspective, if I can let them see the beauty of our culture, our language, and what we are all about as a people, then the future definitely has hope. And Soul Kids has been doing an amazing job. Like I was showing people, Ms. Bolanle, sorry. I was showing earlier on about the testimonies, videos, families in diaspora. They're sending me videos. My son is speaking Yoruba. How do you say good morning? You know, and I see schools in France, they're using the videos to teach French children the language.
Yeah.
So if they are so excited about it outside, it's time we bring the excitement home.
Yeah.
So this is the Future Kids project for the future of Nigeria.
This is also a very important milestone to ensure that children with autism voices are being heard. Of course, it's being spoken about, so it gives rooms for that, and for that purpose, I think it's a laudable project. We hope that we have more organizations just like this continue to support autism. So during the conference, of course, we'll be giving out free inclusive first aid kits. This is basically to help support schools for them to have an idea of what autism is and how they can provide support for anybody that comes with autism. So thank you so much to all the sponsors once again.
For a very long time, we are losing something in this country, which is tourism, art and culture. If you look at it globally all over the world, tourism takes a lot of impact in every society. But in Nigeria, as we are, it's about 2%. We don't develop it here. Nigeria has almost 36 states, and each of them has natural potential that we are blessed with. If you look at it, in Lagos, we have the coastal area, it's not developed at all. So many things, even Ogun State or your Osun, in the eastern part of the country, Abuja, so many facilities, natural potential, God bless us with it. But we don't harness them, and it's poor. So this is a good one. At least in the next 10, 15 years, by doing this, is going to really help this nation. And as a matter of fact, we are building a wealthy society. We are building a better future that we can point back and say, look, I made this happen. So there's no way for us as a gathering we will not be part of this. We're going to be part of it because we love it. And if you look at it all over the world, look at Jurassic Park, look at Disney World. It started very small, and today it is a big one in America, it's a big one in Singapore, it's a big one in Asia, because they really boosted it, they boosted it, and people involved fully in it. So what is happening to us in Nigeria is really sad. Sometimes you ask our people now, what is tourism? They don't even know. Thank God we have a government of the day that will separate it. Before it was information, culture, art, and tourism, which is wrong. It should be separated. But the present government understands it and they break it apart. Tourism should be alone, art and culture should be alone, and communication should be alone, so that we can develop it seriously. The IGR of this country is only 2% that generated from tourism to war, and that 2% is from hospitality, hotel management. The other part, the micro tourism, art tourism, historical tourism, zoology tourism, we don't even have some, which is poor. So if we have this program now, it shows that in the next 5-6 years, the future will be bright for this nation. So for us, we're going to support, and I still want more organizations, companies to equally support this. This should be something that we should promote ourselves. We should not wait for any government, because we are the government. Government does not even understand what we are talking about. So I want to appeal to every one of us, as much as we can talk to people, sensitize people, to love this project. Please let us do. This is different from art. This is tourism. Tourism is different from culture. So we should develop it. Okay, I think this is coming at a time that we really need it, because we really need to expand the scope. And without the children, there's no way we can build a better future for tourism. Tourism is key. And if the government of the day can develop it seriously, I can assure you that in the next years to come, it's going to increase the IGR of the country. Like the other global country where tourism took almost 41% of the IGR. So if Nigeria can develop tourism from grassroots, I believe this is coming at the right time. We should tie to it, catch them young. So we are catching them young from the educational sector so that we can groom them, develop them, and we can have a wealthy tourism.
So I think this is coming at the right time.
Okay, what impact is this going to have on the tourism for Lagos specifically and on the kids?
The truth is that tourism is wide and it's divided into almost 6 or 7. We even have sports tourism, which is key. If we develop it, we are going to equally develop our sports. We have a domestic tourism, which is key. Instead of moving around the whole world, while we develop our own other country all over the world, we come to Nigeria, and this will equally add value to even increase our SMEs, our small businesses around. So developing that, is a huge potential. Then if we develop the other one, which is art tourism, that means that it's going to be a wow one, because they're going to be using creative art to build cultural values, like having mountain, having a recreational center, sculptures, paintings, beautiful environment, monumental sculptures around. So if we develop that too, people will come all over the world to see what is happening. Then we can equally use that one to develop our history. We have a lot of historical stories in Nigeria, from the amalgamation to the military to civilian to this. All these things, we don't have them. So if we use art, this can equally help the nation. And I can assure you, you are developing tourism, you are developing art, you are developing all the micro tourism around. So it's key. So aside that one, if we still develop this tourism sector very well, we can see that in terms of employment, in terms of job, in terms of networking, connection, music, theater, prose, and other aspect of life, tourism go into it seriously. So I think this is coming at a time that we needed it, and we should start it from grassroots. This is a good one.
Thank you, sir. Your name, sir?
My name is Dr. Oshodi Sheyi Paul, CEO of Oshodi Art Gallery.
And that are not necessarily kid related. If I ask you to mention the top 5 reality shows in Nigeria today, there will be not one that has children. You understand? And this is one of a kind. We have a few that are doing well. This is one of a kind, and we believe that put your money where your mouth is. As a property company, we have properties across the board, across Nigeria, and if this is tourism, what better way to invest in this? So what we are saying is, we would like to invest in the future of our kids. We want our kids to understand our culture, know places across the board in Nigeria. Most students don't even know where the Anijesha waterfall is. They don't know where the Yankari Game Reserve is. They don't know that Lagos is called the center of excellence. They don't know that Benue is called the food basket of the nation. All of this is what's inculcated into this future competition. So we believe that the children are our future, and we invest to see that we have kids who will carry on with the legacy that we leave behind.
Thank you. I'd like to say your name again.
My name is Olufemi Daniel, and I represent Lamba Corporate Realty Limited. Thank you. Thank you very much. You're welcome, bro.
Well done.
After the competition, we are going to go into different fields to try to educate the children. And yes, tourist sites, documentaries about different locations and facilities that are probably even ignored by the government. We are going to try and put some light on it. But ultimately, the most important thing is we are trying to touch the hearts of those children, the families, and the schools themselves to bring back the thought of culture, heritage, tourism, understanding and loving Nigeria. That's our main first focus. Because once we can do that, and money is the motivation here. If you can feel like, okay, you know what, we can teach our children all about Lagos State, because this is the Lagos State edition. If we can teach our children about Lagos State, about Nigerian culture and stuff like that, then you have the opportunity to win money. After that, we will go to the next stage.
All right. I also want to know, what is the place of music in all this?
Nigerian, or should I say, the Lagos culture has a lot of music, from the talking drum to the bata, so the questions might come in different forms. As I said, learn about Lagos culture, learn about Lagos storytelling. Learn about our songs. I was singing one earlier. Batareadun. Okay, but I might ask a student that day, Batareadun, and he would be like, I don't know. You just lost the point. So you have to learn about the music, learn about the fashion, learn about everything about the Lagos State culture, heritage, and tourism sites, everything. It is very imperative.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. My name is Abdurrashid Bello, and I'm known as JJC Skills.
Olubenga Joseph Komolafe is my name. I'm the executive producer of Mall of Fame Nigeria projects. In essence speaking, we came together to work with Africa Entertainment and the sponsor Landmark to put this together as a production, not just an event. People need to understand that, and we're very grateful to all our partners, which I really have to mention. We're grateful to Domino's and Coastal Creamery supporting Brain Foods. We thank God for Jordan Hill and Lagos State Television, the Ministry of Tourism Lagos State. We've also approached the Ministry of Education Lagos State for a whole lot of collaborations and all of that. And for Cash Talking Africa and all of that, we thank God. It's been a 3 years project that we've planned carefully, and here we are.
Thank you very much, sir.
It's a pleasure.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure.
Just one more question. Autism child is quite different from, they cannot function or act the way normal children can act. So how can you blame the two of them to meet up with this project?
Excellent. Every project has a CSR arm. I have a CSR arm of you must do a bit of corporate social responsibility. When we started this project, we wanted to impact the society, and more importantly, we wanted to talk to children with special needs. We wanted to reach out to them. Now, there's what we call stigmatization. Children living with autism, they don't really have conversation with normal children. We want to use this platform to drive that there will be no stigmatization. Then we want schools also to go into that, especially secondary school. That children living with autism or children living with anything that is regarded as special needs, that you have to accept them so that they can grow too. So it's a platform for us to carry this message, and we're working with the Autism Awareness Foundation to do this. Hello, Lagos State. Hello, schools in Lagos State. We're very happy to bring this good news to you, that may the best schools win. The public and private schools are invited to register freely to win 3 million naira, 1.5 million naira and 1.1 million naira in the National Inter-School Tourism Debate and Quiz. Now, you can go to www.malloffamenigeria.com.ng to register. Just fill in the names of your school with your school approval and the two participants. Schools, we want you to engage your wards to make sure that they register for this, and let us make their day work. This is an empowerment program, and it's to teach them about culture and heritage and the history, climate awareness, and green environment and hospitality in Lagos State. They need to do a lot of research and development, and they can win the grand prize. We also have consolation prizes for all the schools. Go quickly and register now, and the entry closes 31st of October. Once we have enough schools, the entry closes, but we know that everyone is invited. Both public schools and private schools, may the best team win. The program is running from November 13th to 16th at the Alliance Francais, Ikoyi, Osborne Road, Lagos State, for 4 days.